Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tarda Zone's new Who Zone. We've got the Sontaran Stratagem. Unfortunately, PD Rich cannot make it today. So I have been able to, the last few minutes, been able to get two guests on, and I think everybody in the chat will be happy to see who I've brought on. But without further ado, what I want you to do while I'm bringing the guests on and introducing the guests, I want you to get you our episode on the go, right? As soon as you have it ready, please press 1, because we're getting straight into this. Because one of the guests that we have on has a low battery, so we're hoping to try keep them for as long as the watch along goes along. So while you guys are getting that copy ready, I will introduce our guests. So who am I going to bring on first, though? Right, I think we'll start with the Queen. So we've got the one and only Queen joining us today.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on such short notice. I really do appreciate it.
You're lucky this was before my line of duty, because I would have said no to you.
Right, well, I would have understood that line of duty over a Doctor Who watch along. I think people would, yeah. Right, but panel's not complete though, because we have brought on another guest. You might as well say that this person, actually, they're part of a duo on another channel. Yes, it is. He's come all the way from Scarrow. It's the one and only Scottish Davros. Yay! He's here for
how are you?
I'm fantastic, mate. I'm just delighted that you're here. And I know it was short notice again, but thank you for popping on. I really do appreciate it. So I'll ask you briefly before we start, guys. Everybody is pressing 1 in the chat, but I just want to ask you briefly before we start this story. Is there anything you would like to say about this? How did you feel about it in the past, obviously, when it was first aired? And because we'll see, obviously, if opinions change the episode. Go ahead.
Interesting of you. Interesting enough. Oh, I have a lot of sentimental you attached to this episode, because you I think it was my uncle that I sat down and actually saw this episode on an initial podcast. So it holds sentimental value. But in terms of the actual episode, itself, it's probably on the longest episodes out of series 4 from me. And I enjoy series 4 as a whole, but I really enjoy this episode. There's always something about it for me.
Yeah. Charlotte, would you like to add on before, because I know your battery, but you want to add something real quickly before we get you to do the countdown, and we'll just get straight into this?
I think this is a really nice returning companion type of story.
Yeah, it is actually, because we do have a returning companion, all right, in this. And Wilf, we get Wilf. So without further ado, because I do know everybody is ready in the chat, if you would like to do the countdown, it's the Sontaran Stratagem, Series 4, Episode Oh Jesus! I think it's episode 4 or 5.
Yeah, episode 4.
I think it's episode 4. So we're about to start now. So Charlotte is going to do the countdown, and away we go. So Charlotte, go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm watching it on the PlayStation, so I don't need to mute myself this week.
Oh, so ready? 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are off. The Ratigan Academy. Clever kid. Clever
You
kid.
just wanted to punch him though, didn't you? The old
Yeah, bit of an idiot that you want to punch, but it's at least with his character though. In this episode, you can see, he starts off as an asshole, but he redeems himself.
And I actually kind of recognise that actually issues with when I see she's got a familiar face.
I can't help you there. I'm usually good with faces, but I can't click her from anything.
Yeah.
But I do think, to be fair, he's a good sort of counter also to the Doctor, because it's the idea of intelligence, isn't it? And
that's what I mean. I mean, he's intelligent, but look at the way he carries on, whereas the Doctor uses his intelligence mostly for the good, let's be honest. Whereas this guy, obviously, he thinks he's going to get something out of it, but he doesn't realise that he's going to be fooled. But like some people that have intelligence, they're all for themselves, and whatever they can get out of it for themselves. So
it's sort of like a dark mirror idea, isn't it? Of
I like that.
The Doctor could be like if he didn't have these good traits.
And it kind of reminds me of the sort of old kind of guy that you saw on basically. It's kind of this naughty nose arrogance a kid that became across in school. So I've always hated his character.
And the whole idea of the Atmos, is it Atmos? I probably will see in a minute. I think that is such a clever sort of lower sort of gear way to have a weapon.
Yeah, and it was great the way it was foreshadowed as well. When in the Adipose episode where we saw Atmos stickers on the cars and we were wondering what the hell they were. Sorry, Daniel. Do you know what I always found stupid about this though? Right? She's investigating Atmos, right? She knows Atmos is bad, but she's in a car that uses Atmos.
But Unit has it.
And you could get it because it's installed in a brick.
I know, but you think she would find another way or another mode of transport, maybe a bicycle or something,
No, she had to get killed off in the cold open. That was the problem.
But in terms of the whole Atmos kill we're on in this season, that was something that he was excellent at. He was always sort of good at putting putting kills and
you just missed your girlfriend on the screen.
Daniel.
You missed your girlfriend on the screen. What the hell? I thought you would have been all gooey-eyed here. Your girlfriend was on the screen, Martha Jones. She's back.
Well, yes.
We know you have a soft spot for Elle Friedman. She's brilliant, though, isn't she? I mean, actress-wise, she's great. And I mean, maybe I am being a little bit sexist here, but I'm not a bad-looking woman to look at either. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Jack is quite handsome for the ladies.
Oh, yeah, they knew what they were doing in Russell.
But this is brilliant. I'm glad she came back because for me, I was peed off in Series 3. Now, as you know, I never did like the way the Doctor treated Martha, but I could understand it. Now, there's people out there that don't understand that and they criticize Russell T for that. But I get it, right?
Yeah.
I understand. But I was delighted they brought her back for Series 4 because she deserved another crack at the whip, as so to say. And I think she's better in this.
Although, to be fair though, I would like to see Ina in Series 2 with Torchwood a bit more and see her actually become a full-time but a Torchwood. I think that was a mistake that she never done.
Listen, if they're bringing Torchwood back, I'd bring her part of the team.
She's too busy. It's too busy now, though.
Bring her in, wouldn't you, Charlotte? I mean, team, she'd be perfect. I don't even know what work she's doing at the moment, but if she was free and they're thinking of bringing Torchwood back, she has to be part of that team with John Barrowman and Eva Miles. She has to be.
Oh yeah, in an ideal world, if she's free and it works, yeah, it has to be Martha. Because I also think Martha's really unique. That in a lot, even though Modern Who does concentrate on companions a lot more, we see her so much after her first, like her real series. If that makes sense.
You're right. No, you're right. And I mean, look how she's grown since we last saw her. I mean, she's heading up Unit, a division of Unit. Like, I mean, look, I just love this part. I just love how confident she is. You know, that year walking the earth done her the world of good. See, yes, the Doctor can destroy lives, and he doesn't mean to do it. But look at her now. Look at how strong Martha is.
Yeah, but look at what Donna says. You turned her into a soldier.
Yeah.
That is a brilliant line.
And like I mean, you hear that in the finale with the Favreau says, well, you turn your companions into weapons, and like you can just see the sadness in his face when somebody mentions in that term.
Well, yeah, it's sort of the ultimate. I suppose you could maybe say prophecy of the Doctor in a way. He's the character who hates guns, who hates violence.
Yeah.
He will always try and think of the peaceful and the way to talk himself out of something. But because of the dangers surrounding him, he does sort of make people more hard and like sort of make them battle ready. It's just sort of just a side effect.
I love the little throwback to Unit though. I know Unit is in it, but I love the line that the Colonel just used there. He said, "We still have you on file. I've read all the." I love when a Unit member meets the Doctor for the first time, right after reading all the info about it, because their faces just light up. But I love the part where he salutes them and he got, "No, don't do that, don't do that." I love it.
Yeah, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the again, you're supposed to be
see the way Donna put him in his place there. There's no strong women in Doctor Who, Daniel. They don't exist, mate.
Yeah.
She just told off a bleeding corner of Unit. TARDIS and other Facebooks groups to join. Yeah, Daniel has a Facebook group. He has a Big Finish one. He has a YouTube hub. I also have the TARDIS Zone official Facebook group. I also have the TARDIS Zone, the Classic Years, which I'm actually really proud of. It's the one group that I actually have. No, actually, I have to say that the TARDIS Zone official Facebook group, there's no drama in that either. I have to say, I'm very lucky with my Facebook groups. But
I thought, I thought you had them. I thought you had them. Facebook groups. Did you have the Shadow Proclamation?
Yeah, I have the Shadow Proclamation. I'm actually looking for a new admin for that group, actually, because the old one just decided to leave. No explanation. They did. They came back to me to say they were stepping away from Doctor Who because they just weren't interested anymore. So if there's anybody out there that's on my Facebook groups, that's in those Facebook groups, would like to be an admin, fellow admin with myself in the Shadow Proclamation, let me know. It's a quiet group as well. There's no drama. And I have to say, the one thing I'm actually really proud of is the Facebook groups, because there is absolutely no drama in them. And that's all I want. I just want a peaceful existence. You know, and the Facebook groups are a great place for people to go. So yeah, everybody here, Daniel has his Facebook groups as well. I'm pretty sure Chris or one of the other moderators will seek them out there and throw them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to this story though. This is brilliant. Now this is where the two guards are going looking. Can I ask you, actually, before we do see the Sontarans, obviously in this episode, what do you now? Russell T got a lot of things right. Okay, but some people will say when it comes to some of the alien designs, he didn't do them justice, and one of them that is mentioned is obviously the Sontarans. Do you like the new Sontaran redesign?
I may not prefer the old design, to be honest with you.
Charlotte, because I know you're only delving into classic Q, so you grew up obviously with this design, but after seeing the classic design, do you prefer the classic or do you prefer the design you grew up with? And I'd understand if you prefer the design that you grew up with. And Daniel, if you had actually said this design, I would have been like, well, I kind of get it because you grew up with this era. But which design is your favorite?
I'm going to be honest, I prefer the New Who, and I think more of that is, I think the faces look more realistic.
Right.
Because when I've seen like some of the classic ones, you can tell it's like there's a fella behind the suit, like talking. Whereas with this one, it looks like, yeah, that's the alien. They do look like potatoes. Like, you can't get away
from
that.
I know what you're saying, and I understand it. I really do. I do, because you grew up with this era, and obviously the face and all is a lot better because they were using the masks back in the day, and some of the Sontarans, let's be honest, in some of the episodes, they look.
Yeah, the lips were a bit dodgy.
Yeah, but like the reason why I prefer the older designs is the older designs aren't keep by Chiracs, and I really can't.
Strax did ruin it, didn't it, mate? After
yeah, and I really can't stand.
You don't like Strax? Oh, I love Strax. I know people don't want the Sontarans like that, but I think as comedy relief, he was brilliant. I look, I have a soft spot. Look, I do agree with you. Sontarans should be serious and military mind and all of that. But I did love that. I have to say, I did love the little team the Doctor put together there.
I couldn't stand the pasta. What they're called?
Yeah, the part from North gang annoyed me as well.
So it was. I liked. I think the problem was in little bits I could stand them, but by the end of Capaldi's run, I was just
I agree with you. They overused them. Yeah, you're right. They did. They overused them in the Capaldi era. I would agree with you there. But I will say this though, I did love the fight set where he's fighting the Scottish guy or the English guy in the warehouse. And River, do you remember Vastra needs him to come back and he tells your man to knock him out? I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Sorry, but I just laughed out loud at that. Like, imagine someone saying, "Knock me out as hard as you can."
I know, that's what I mean. I think I liked Strax when he was doing like the deadpan, but when he was trying to be funny, it just came across as Moffat trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I just imagine wouldn't enjoy Strax at all, because if you think about it, as though you have told them constantly throughout the show's history that the Sontarans are this till east and back. Oh, and Strax kinda and Strax kinda paints that image that you have of me.
This is a great two-parter. Actually, in the second part as well, you've got the whole nuclear attack that they keep at the same time that's going on in the background, which is very good as well.
And the Sontaran and the Sontaran story and the Stratagem adventures as a sequel to this part.
But I do think, like, look at the armor. It's really not that different from the classic, is it? It's just literally a different colour.
I think it's because it looked very rubbery or something. It didn't look, I don't know, there was just something about the costume. I would have preferred that, if they were keeping that costume, try keep it in the original colours. I don't know if it would have worked though on that. That's why I think he did go with this colour scheme. But I was going to ask you, have seen the Chibnall Sontarans? I mean, he seems to be throwing back to the classic era. I have to say, I like the new design. There's some things that this man does do, but I like the new design. I have to say,
I agree with you. It's not a terrible design. Like, and we have to be fair. We can't just bash everything.
Exactly.
But because I know it's all women behind the suits. I think that's going to affect how they move.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah. And I'll say this as a woman, I do think it's going to affect how they move. So it could look good. But
we really know when we watch the Bleeding Abomination, which we're all going to do anyway, because especially if it's Whittaker's last season, we're going to watch.
I'm not.
Well, you can watch my reviews then.
I'll watch everybody's reviews. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be. You're up for it, man. I'm just throwing it out there. I know you won't, but I'm just saying if you feel like ranting every week.
Well, I might have a sudden change of mind, but right now I'm just not in the mood to watch.
I'd love to have the two of you on the panel, right? I'm going to be I'll tell you why. I think you guys should really, if this is going to be Whittaker's last season, I think you should really watch it so you can finally, because I think it will help. I think it'll help to move on. I really do. I think once you see her regenerating, I think that might help you, you know?
Yeah, but I just don't cast her as canon already, mate, in my head, so it wouldn't do out.
We'll consider it and I'll let you know near the time.
Yeah, well, as I said, you know, you've seen the panels, right? We try to be as fair as possible, and I do think we do be fair. You know, I even praised certain episodes last year, well, certain parts of episodes last year. So I have to say, Series 11 or Series 12 reviews were a bit non-biased on my part, because I decided to go in with a clean slate and not think about all the damage that was done. And I did, until we got to, obviously, the Timeless Children, and then it all fell apart. Then I fell apart. But I think her regenerating will help a lot of fans. I think if they see it, they have to see it to believe it, I think, you know. Well, as I said, if you don't want to do it, you understand, because you've got better things to be doing. Why would you want to do that? But if you do decide, and the both of you decide nearer the time that you would like to join me on a panel, I would love to have the two of you on. You know that.
Yeah, closer to the time, mate. I think I've always been a bit like that with this whole
Yeah, you never know, though. I'm saying I'll review it now, right? But it gets nearer the time, I might decide I'm not going to. So
nah, you will.
I know, I just can't help it. I just can't. I have to see. It's like what we were talking about yesterday on the other stream, when we were talking about death and stuff, and the things that I like to watch and the contradictions. It's the same with Doctor Who. I just can't drag myself away, no matter how much I try. I have to see how this ends. And with the latest rumours, it doesn't look like this is going to end after. I was hoping all this Timeless Children nonsense would be finished after Series 13, at least 14. It looks like crap up until the 60th.
I don't think that. I really don't. I don't think they can do that.
They do that at Storm, isn't it, Charlotte? It's game over. It is game over. They do that. It is. Nobody's going to watch that because the audience has already told BBC what they refuse to see. I mean, if 57% of your audience walk away and you're still saying that this show is healthy, which they are, and they're saying, yeah, the ratings are not ideal, but we're fine with them. They've lowered their expectations. I'm sorry, fans are not going to lower their expectations for you, BBC. So you want to get your finger out of our back pockets and start doing something with this show to save it, because she's only got a limited time now. And it is continuing with this Chibnall Timeless Child arc, Timeless Children arc, right? I'm going to tell you now, more fans are going to walk away. They don't want this. They've already said overwhelmingly, unless the payoff is that Jodie Whittaker is not the Doctor, the Timeless Child isn't the Doctor, and someone else is the Doctor and someone else is the Timeless Child. This is the only way
they're not going to do that.
What, Charlotte?
I said they're not going to do that, and here's the difference. Like, to bring it back to what has gone before, the Time War was technically over 3 Doctors. If you want to look at story impact and like the way out sort of folded out, but you could do that. You can do that because it's not a mystery box, because it's a character development bit of the history of the Doctor that we just didn't see. So you can
what to tell you is, I have more rumors for you. More rumors. I haven't read them yet because obviously we were doing this stream and I received them just before we started the stream. So I haven't even read them yet. But I have more rumors, apparently from, I think they're from Reddit again. That'll be interesting. I haven't seen what's in it, so I don't know. So please don't ask me, because I really don't. But I thought I'd let you know. I will throw that video up later on. That is going to be very fascinating. And then myself, Marty, obviously then on Wednesday, if I can get him on, we'll discuss this, and then on the Tarda Zone Talks, obviously, then we'll have more discussion. But I'm telling you, there's rumors flying all over the place on this platform. There's people talking about it on Gallifrey base. What did I say to you when the newspapers announced Jodie Whittaker was leaving? What did I say? I said, the next few weeks and months are going to be very interesting when it comes to source information, leaked information, or rumors and speculation, and it's panning out that way. But again, I will say, be wary. Even the stuff that I'm putting up, the Reddit stuff, some of it does sound believable. But remember, as someone pointed out to me last night, I never really thought about this. This could be the other side putting up fake rumors under different accounts, pretending to be people, and putting out false information. So that's why I want to make it clear. And we throw up is rumor and speculation. We're not saying it's fact, and I want to make that clear. But back to this story, because there was a deadly scene just there, because Charlotte was making her point, but I didn't want to disturb. But where the Doctor thinks Donna is gone home, and he's there. Oh, you are brilliant, blah. And then he realizes, oh, you mean you're just popping home? She goes, yeah, you dummy. I thought that was brilliant. Yeah. I love Donna. Everything about her character, her humanity in that episode with the Ood, her humanity, the way she can get to see the Doctor to see different things. And let's be honest, she ends up getting her own episode and Turn Left, where she is sensational. And that
is probably one of my top that is probably in my top 3 episodes in the new era is Turning Left, because it's a brilliant episode.
Oh, look at this! I'm getting very emotional here, man. I love Wilf. I just love Bernard, man. What a legend!
Yeah.
Oh man, this hits you with the fate. See, this is what RTD was good at doing on every level. He could hit you in the feels, whether it was happy emotion or sad emotion. He just got it spot on. I mean, look how many times we've seen Wilf up until that scene, right? And then when Donna and Wilf have that reunion, you're literally like, emotionally, like, get you.
Yeah, and I think he makes an appearance in the Voyage of the Damned as well.
That's when we first see him, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's when we first see him, because
that's what I mean. We seen him in that little scene, just that little scene, and then we get to see him. That's what I mean. This is what Russell T. I mean, he was a small little character, right?
Yeah.
And then he's saying, and this is the cleverness of Russell T. He would have seen how popular he was and said, right, I've got to bring him back. And the fact that he had Doctor Who connection with the Peter Cushing movie as well is amazing. See, this is what Russell T did very cleverly. He got people back from the classic series, but also the Peter Cushing movie.
He also again audio as well.
Yeah, and it was so hard to not think of Wilf.
Yeah.
It was so hard listening to that audio because I was like, it's not Wilf, it's a different character.
Well, look at the confidence in Donna now compared to the way when we first met Donna. The character development. It's just again, everything is just Russell T just got spot on. This series 4 is his best series. I don't know why he decided to hang on for them specials, because if he had left after series 4, it would have been spectacular. It would have been for me. There would have been no argument that he was one of the best showrunners that we ever got. But then he did those specials, and fair enough. Waters and Mars was great. The one with the bus on the planet wasn't too bad, but it's not the greatest. But the last,
actually hate that story. No, I think it's about too cheesy.
I didn't like the 2-part finale. It still rubs me up the wrong way with John Sims Master there. And just no.
Yeah, I think the problem was with the hanging on the extra year for both of them, because I think Tennant also probably regrets doing those specials a bit.
Yeah.
They were both such fans, and if you think about how nothing was beating Who on television at this point.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. Tennant was the Doctor. He was worshipped almost.
Yeah.
Russell had brought back this little show that probably everybody, when he was allowed to tell people, were like, "You're bringing what back? You're bringing that show back?" And I bet he got a lot of people saying, "Russell, don't do this, because if you go wrong with this, it's going to ruin your career."
Yeah, we're not going off topic. We're talking about Russell T's era. We're watching a Russell T Davis era episode. Yeah. We're talking in the context of his character development and his writing style and when he should have left. I mean, Teddy Terrier Tales, if you have a problem with that, that's just
Joe, did you not beat him enough after the whole chocolate incident last night?
She messed me hair today, right? So we were about talking, and I was like, she was saying something to me. I was like, no, right? I was just like, no, right, whatever it was, right? And then she just comes over, right? And she just, because my hair is real long now, folks, because I haven't had a haircut in over a year. So you can imagine what my hair is like. She literally comes over, man, right? And messes me whole hair. And I can't see. I'm like, because the hair is so long now, it goes down past my chin. It's actually funny. I actually could put my hair in, the way Steven Seagal used to wear ponytails. I could put my hair in a Steven Seagal ponytail now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've actually become a bit of a hippie.
Also, I love the Doctor. He's just like, hello, I've just teleported onto like the ship of all the baddies, and it's fine.
Oh, here he is. Why did he make them so small? Were they that so? See, I don't remember, right? Because we have watched a few classic stories. The Sontarans are not that small, though, are they? They're not that small.
Oh, I don't know. You'll know better than me.
Well, yeah, they are kind of small. Oh,
what, are you coming out to say something now, Sharon?
No, I wasn't giving out to you. I was only asking because I was bursting to share this, and there's literally no one I can share this with. So my dad is so adorable. He has no idea how to share like memes or pictures or stuff like that.
Right.
So he wants to share things with me. He takes a picture on his phone of his giant computer monitor.
Oh my God!
The picture, and it's so cute, and I never ever want to tell him how to do it differently, and it's just the most adorable thing, and it's making me so happy.
Okay.
I miss my daddy.
I know you do. Look at the face on that shit. Hey, Dad.
I have no friends or family, so I was like, I just felt
right. Put him down. He's gonna start barking. No, don't give him to me.
Well, then I'll take him. Okay, sorry, that was it.
No, that was a great.
Cheryl.
Bye.
See you later. Bye bye. Enjoy your Love Island. Mindless TV. I worry about her.
Here we go. Back of the neck. Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vent.
Yeah, like see, I don't know how I feel about the whole parallel event thing. I always felt that was a bit of a I always felt that was a bit of an easy sort of to escape them, to be honest. I don't know how I
yeah, but at least it fed into the whole facing your enemy
yeah.
on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
basically thought of a character flaw and sort of got it to match their back history.
Yeah.
So for a Sontaran, that's like getting a kick in the.
Yeah.
Just
I also forgot how much purple there was in this episode.
Yeah, it's very neon, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It's really 1980s.
I suppose it kinda I suppose it kinda fits with after the Sontarans, isn't it? Yeah.
The fact that he's celebrating the fact that 53 people died is kind of disturbing.
Well, he's sort of. I think they've written him as sort of like a sociopath, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an early one, like the early signs to be one.
Yeah, I mean, this point in the episode, I just don't want to knock him out now, to be honest.
The blood bringer. It's like WWF back in the day when it was called.
Yeah.
It's like an old wrestling name or something.
Yeah.
And this is creepy. Like the imagery of the hand and everything. This is what. Here's the thing with Russell, and I've said this I think in the chat for another story, because he was naturally very camp, and his stories were sort of hopeful. You forget he could do some dark stuff, Russell.
Yeah, he could.
He was very good at it.
I agree, 100%, man.
Because he understands how to tell stories and character
Yeah, right.
development. He understands citing the human condition. So that's what I's era is pretty strong.
Oh, here we go. Now they know Doctor.
I love that. Another little throwback. But you see, that's how you do throwbacks to the classic era, including bringing back villains. I mightn't like the costume design, but the Sontarans are still good in this. You know, they're still clever.
And also tying it to the Time War, that line that he just said. It gives your villain the motivation, and if you have a villain without a motivation, it just doesn't work.
Exactly.
You like in real, because it is a fantasy show and you can have some twirling villains, but they need to have something.
Yeah, they need to have a motivation, like he said, otherwise they won't have a purpose in this story.
Oh, here we go again with the creepy hand.
Yeah, it's very creepy. And also poor Ajima, when she had to do that scene of coming out, she must have thought, "Oh, I'm back to Doctor Who now. I'm doing this sort of stuff."
Oh, there's a hand that is so creepy. It kinda shows how fantastic an actress she is, though. She's kinda having to do arts if you think about it.
Oh yeah, and like the scene in the next part when she's talking to her clone and the clone's dying, like that
Yeah.
is. Just imagine being told, right, that's what you're seeing as. It's the.
Yeah.
And I also think that's quite nice because they've had the line about, you've made her a soldier, but that shows a lot of humanity in that moment, the way she comforts the clone. So it's like, yes, she's hardened now, she's a soldier, there's stuff that has changed, but her heart hasn't.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's just an explosion. It's like a little bang. And then his face was done.
I tell you what, this episode would kind of put you off losing a sat now. You'd be too scared to tell you lose a sat now after this episode.
Well, that's what Who's best at, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is funny when he realizes he's met our whole family.
Yeah.
I do think this is a bit of a weak cliffhanger, I will say that. Because it's so easily resolved in the next episode.
Yeah, but like it is still a strong story overall though.
I love that. He disappeared right, and you never said.
He's fanboying. An alien hand. It's like.
I know, it's brilliant. Look at his face, man. Looking at him.
But I wouldn't be surprised though if even Russell was thinking, I've done 3 female companions at this point. I want to do a different type of companion, and that's why Wilf also got brought in.
Yeah.
No, sir, nothing to report.
Do you know in the first this episode, I thought he was actually going to die, and he gets trapped.
I remember thinking, no, they're not going to kill him off, but it was like, how are they going to resolve it? And then, like I said, I remember thinking at the time, oh, that was quick. Like within 5 minutes of the next episode.
Yeah.
That's why I do agree. Now, especially watching classic, you can't do the cliffhanger format as easily with New Who's 45-minute at this point episode.
So apparently Wilf wasn't supposed to be going to be in this. They were actually going to bring back your man that played Donna's father.
Yeah, but he died.
Well, I think he died in real life. Yeah.
I don't think the episode would have been strong if they did that. You kind of needed to have no weapons in this episode.
Well, I mean, our dad didn't really. I mean, he didn't get really much to do when we did see him. So it was, so. And the fact that we'd seen Wilf before, I think RTD was clever. Well, let's just say that's done it because we haven't explained who he is. Let's just say that this is the new companion's grandfather, and then walk away that way.
But they did. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if it's online. They managed to film with that actor before he died the scene on the hill with the telescope.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's online if you can find it, but that scene is somewhere. So if you want to watch that actor basically do that scene, that was filmed.
Wow. And have you seen the scene? And if you have, the comparison to the scene with Wilf up on the hill, which was better?
Here's the problem. I've not fully seen it. I've just seen, like, I know it's out there and I've not fully seen it. So I'll probably try and track it down and see if I can send it to you.
Actually, I might check that on YouTube myself as well, actually, and see if that, because that would be fascinating to see.
Send it to me, send it to me as well, Sean.
Yeah, if we find it, it could be hard to find. It could be one of those clips where it's a one-off clip and someone has posted it and people then keep sharing it. It could be
that's probably what happened, I think. Because he's like in the same outfit as well, what Wilf was wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the end, and now coming up. I forgot,
What?
Oh, here we go. I've just somebody in the chat. The scene is also on the season 4 DVD box set as an extra, so maybe you can find it online.
You have the season 4 boxes, so check out.
Yeah, I have the season 4 box set as well. So have to have a look at that and see.
Bye, Wilf. That's what I thought. I said, Jesus, there's poor Wilf. We've only met him now.
Yeah,
for the first time properly, and now they're going to kill him off.
No, I can remember thinking, Russell's not going to kill him.
Oh. Oh. Next week.
Oh, that's odd. On iPlayer, it doesn't give me the next time. I thought it did.
How come?
It does, right at the end of the credits here.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It will halfway through, then it'll go back in. Watch.
Because I usually have stopped. I usually don't watch past the credits.
I do. See that theme tune is just.
Yeah, actually, you can show us in a few minutes, Charlotte.
I'm watching it now. I'm ahead of you guys.
There it is. There, yeah.
I think I'm slightly behind you guys, but it's some title sequence now.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah, there you go, Charlotte. It does.
Well, I'll check it out if it's on the box set because I have the box set there. So I'll put in the deleted scenes and I'll have a look at it and I'll see how it compares to the Wilf scene. But look, I know Charlotte is going to run out of time really soon, and it's great that she's been able to stay for the whole lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Charlotte to give her score and also tell us whether you enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, and obviously your mark out of 10. And while she's doing that, guys, can you also give us her scores in the chat? So Charlotte, you go ahead first.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. It's really good. It's not one of my favourite from the series, so I'll probably give it a 6 because I like Donna, I like Martha. There's a lot of good setup, and Unit is nicely reintroduced as well because Unit hadn't really been fully shown at this point. So it was there was enough info for people like me who didn't know the history to understand that this was a legacy thing, but it wasn't too in your face about it. So, and I'm going, folks. So, I'll give it a 7.
No problem, Charlotte. Thank you very much for your score, and thanks for joining us on such short notice as well. We got a couple of 7s there, Matthew and Lee Halford. I'll just give my score very quickly as well. I scored this also a 7. I think the next episode actually is a lot better because there's a lot more tension. You've got the threat of a nuclear strike because they want to launch nuclear weapons, but obviously the Sontarans don't want that to happen, so they stop it from happening. But yeah, I do like this story, but the second part is better for me, so I'm going to give this one a 7. So we'll ask Daniel now. Daniel,
I will give this an 8.5 because as Charlotte said, you get reintroduced televisively in it, and also as well you get some good character development for both us and Honor and I called the supporting cast of British on as well. When I have a lot of nostalgic sort of memory used to this story, so 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Fantastic. Nobody is rated a lower than a 7 anyway. We have a few 9s there as well, a few 7.5s and a few 8s. So it has rated very above average, and I think that's about right for this story. For me, the second one obviously is a lot better, and it will rate higher than the rating I gave it this week, the first part. But it is a 2-parter, as Kuhn has rightly pointed out. It is a 2-parter. So that's why I rate it 7, because I do know the second part, for me especially, is a lot better. So yeah, I think 7 and Daniel's score. Look, I could have scored this either way. I could have probably gave it a 9, but there were a few things. But I do believe the second part is better. So I have to judge it on, overall. And I think that as the second one is better, it would be, I couldn't give that a 9 and give the next one a 10 because it's not a 10. There's a couple of 10s coming up now shortly after we get past this 2-parter, but there's definitely it's definitely not a 10. But next week's one, I can already tell you now I haven't seen it in a while, so I'll probably enjoy it a lot more. But right now, my rating for next week will be an 8 or a 9, 8.59. So we'll see if it stays there. That's the way I would have rated it ages ago. But listen, that has been the New Who panel. So I want to thank Charlotte, who was very good to come on such short notice, and Daniel too. Especially as we know, Daniel's been easing his way back in I didn't want to push it too much, but I said, Fega, look, if I'm gonna, I'll ask Daniel and then I'll ask Charlotte and see if the both of them will come on together. And I'm glad you did, because it made it was good our panel. PD obviously was busy today, but he did tell me that he was going to be he'd probably be busy over the next few weeks. But if we need to, all I'll just say is, listen, we've only got PD Rich on the New Who panel anyway, right? So if there's anybody interested on being on the New Who panel every Sunday, will you let us know? And then Daniel, if you're ready to come back, I know this was probably a once-off for a while, but if you are ready to come back onto the New Who panel, you let me know. And as I said, you've got your place there, right? But I know you're busy with your own channel, so I understand if you want to just step back. This was a once-off, and listen, that was great. I love it. Thanks for coming on. I really do appreciate it. But what I'll do is I will get you. You can't get any better than tag team Daniel and Charlotte. I agree. But as I said, I'm not going to push Daniel into it. He was good enough to come on tonight. He is busy on his own channel and he's making his own mark, so I don't want to interrupt that. I love the guy to bits. He's like a little brother to us all out there. International legend, everything. We're very protective of Daniel, but if Daniel needs to do his own thing like he's been doing, that's fine. He came on tonight, and that's all that matters to me. Thank you. Such short notice as well. It was literally 5 minutes before we started, and he jumped at the chance. So I want to thank you, Charlotte. Any more information on Series 13? Right. As I said, before we ended, before we finished the episode, I have received new information, more rumors from Reddit. I haven't read them myself because I literally got them just as I was texting Charlotte and Daniel actually to come on here. I had received the information at the same time. So I haven't even gotten a chance to have a look at it myself. So I don't know what's in it. But I do have more. So there will be a video that I'll be thrown up in the next couple of hours, right? So look out for it. In the next couple of hours, I'll have a video. I want to do this video properly. I want to read the information myself, take it in, and then give you my thoughts. And then, as I said, do you know what? I might do a pre-record instead of doing a slideshow and putting the videos up for you to see them instead. So I might do a pre-record. So in the next couple of hours, just give me a couple of hours because I haven't had anything to eat. So I just want to have something to eat, spend a bit of time with Cheryl, and then I'll do that pre-record. But it'll be up before most of you go to bed. No, Daniel's is a night owl like myself, so he stays up for a few hours after 12. So look out for that because we'll be definitely doing it, right? And then on Wednesday, then I'll bring Marty on, and I'm hoping to have on someone else that does. I'm not going to mention their name yet because it hasn't been confirmed yet. But I am hoping to get someone else that does deal in these kind of rumors, but also gets first-hand information from embargoed press releases. I hope to have them on my channel next week as well to talk all the rumors, and because they're closer to the action, we might be able to find out which of these rumors actually might have legs and which of these rumors are complete nonsense. Because as you know yourselves, even though there's rumors flying out, and Daniel will tell you this, there's so much information coming out in the last couple of days. It's like, you're not going to be guaranteed that everything that you get is going to be true. Daniel will tell you this. This is why we always say rumor speculation, because, it could be all complete bull, right? Or there could be snippets of information in there that are true. There could be bits of information that have been mashed up together, but they're both true, but not the way they've been presented, So it is very important when you do watch all of these videos and you do listen to our streams. I'm going to bring Marty on and stuff, that you listen to what we're saying, and you also understand that we make it very clear that it's all rumor and speculation. We cannot say this is fact. But I will say one thing. You are right. It is squeaky bum time for Who fandom at the moment. I agree with you, Lee. This is an interesting time. Some of the rumors, don't get me wrong, we'd all love to believe, but again, I have to say it to you, play devil's advocate here. It could be all a load of bull. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I will say this for anybody just to put people's minds at ease. Groups like Gallifrey Base and groups like the Reddit Doctor Who forum have in the past been very good when it comes to Doctor Who rumors. Unfortunately, over the last few years, especially the Whittaker era, a lot of these toxic fans have infiltrated these groups. And what happens is when someone does talk about maybe the possible departure of Whittaker and stuff, the threads are normally taken down and stuff like that. So the fact that we actually have people openly talking about this now, because the tide has turned now, these people can't censor everybody. When the newspapers broke that Jodie Whittaker was leaving, it opened up the floodgates. These fans cannot ignore everybody. So now you're getting to see now on these forums that there are people slowly coming back that may have done leaks before in the past. They're coming out of the woodwork and they're not giving a crap anymore, and they're putting their information out there. Now, you see what happens to me when I put information out there. You have YouTubers out there, Twitter accounts out there deliberately trying to sabotage me, to tell all my audience that I'm lying to you. As I've said, you guys have been with me from the very start. Some of you have joined over the last recent months. But if you have supported me, you do know that when I put any of these rumors out, right, I always say that it's rumor speculation. I never say it's fact. And then when I get source information as well from my own sources, right, when I put that information out there now, I tell everybody it's rumor and speculation. Because, again, people have to understand how this game works, right? For people doing hit pieces out there, you claim that you're part of the industry. So as well as everybody else does, is that there would be deliberate misinformation put out there along with stuff that might be actually true. This is how BBC and other companies try stop all of this, to try not make fans believe in a certain thing. They throw out other stuff then to distract the fans. This is what happens. And our job on YouTube is to present the facts the way we get them, put them out there, and let people make up their own mind. So if you still have a problem about that or the way I do it, well then I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop. And later on tonight, I'll be doing these latest rumors, and I don't know what they are. I literally haven't looked at them. I'm dying to look at my phone right now as we're live, but I don't want to. I want to keep it to later on because I know you will be all waiting. And I will try to get that video up at ASAP. I promise you. I'll try not. Literally, what I'll do is I'll check my dinner, and if it's nearly ready, I might actually start the video now. Do the pre-record right after we finish here. But join me. I'll be in the. I'll premiere it. So join me. I'll be in the live comments. So if you want to come in and ask any questions while I'm there. Now I won't be able to answer too many questions because obviously I've just received this information, so I haven't been given any more clarification of what I've received. That will happen when we bring Marty on, and of course I want to thank Marty yet again, because again he could go to a different channel with all of this stuff, but he has decided to come to our wonderful channel to share it with all of us here. So I want to thank him for again doing all the nitty gritty when it comes to these forums and trying to seek out some rumors and leaks for us. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And Lee says you've won me over, Noel. Well, I'm glad I've won some people over. Look, I'm not in this because Daniel will tell you. Daniel's with me since how many subs, Daniel?
59.
59 subs, right? So listen, right? It for me, it's not a matter of winning people over, right? I don't care what other people out there think, right? the bottom line is they will come out with their theories that I'm doing it to upset fandom, or I'm doing it to put misinformation out there, or I'm doing it to rile up the other. It's not true. It's not true. I've been doing this since Series 11, right? Series 11, I've been doing it since. They didn't have, they criticised me during Series 11, but not as bad as they're doing it now. And the reason why is because I've gotten some information right. They don't want me to be the one to to inform you guys of what's happening, because they think I'm toxic and a white supremacist and a racist and all of this misogynistic, sexist, and all the other labels that they've labeled me over the last 3 years, right? So what they do then is they go out there with their misinformation and then try to turn you guys on me by doing little hit pieces. But what they don't realize is what happened there is not only did people not go, more people have subbed to the channel. So I don't think these morons realize when every time they attack me, it actually benefits the channel. It doesn't have a negative impact on the channel whatsoever. So, this is the way I am now. Daniel will tell you, I don't even interact with people on Twitter anymore. These vile, nasty people that bully people and accuse all of us of doing that. It's them. But I don't interact with them anymore. I don't have anything to do with them anymore. I've no interest in what they do. They can do all the hit piece videos that they want, right? Let them. You guys are all still here, still support me, and that's all that matters, okay? Yous all know anyway, because you watch all my streams. These people don't watch all my streams. They see a headline, as someone said. They'll see the headline of a video. They'll see the title of a video, and then that's what they'll judge me over. They won't even go in and watch the video or the stream, or when I update people on the rumors that we've got and we've done follow-up streams. So look, I don't really care, but I will have that information for you later on. I'm going to shut up now because we're past the hour mark. But I want to thank Daniel, Charlotte, everybody in the chat as well. Thanks to me moderators for posting all those links as well to everybody's groups and channels. The next live stream is on Thursday. No, we're back here on Wednesday on the Tarda Zone. We will be on the Irish. I do also hope to have my reaction to the Suicide Squad trailer up as well. I might try sneak that in tonight if I can after I do the Doctor Who video. I might actually do that now. Cheryl will be back at the end of the month. Obviously, we will be doing Coming to America 2 reaction. We'll also be reviewing The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We got plenty to do on the Irish Geek. I'm just waiting for Cheryl to come back. There has been a couple of streams, discussions on the Irish Geek, but I'll let Daniel now do his shout out. So I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to let Daniel do his shout out. So, Babette was watching. Thank you, Babette. Really appreciate it. But Daniel, go ahead, mate. You do your shout out. Let everybody know what you have up and coming on your channel. And by the way, before you do start, have you come up with a name yet?
Not yet, but like I'm still thinking about it. But in terms of streams coming up, I've got my next one on Tuesday. Me and Charlotte are doing our excellent conversations, general discussion, and our guest is a fellow issue trooper called PG, who specializes in classic and classic EV and stuff like that. So we'll have a general sort of discussion about older EV shows and stuff, because his channel at the moment's only got 17 subscribers. So like I should ask him onto the channel and help out his YouTuber get his sub count up. So you guys, that's what's coming up.
Brilliant, fantastic, and everybody check out Daniel's channel because the conversations on his channel will be absolutely fantastic. So please do subscribe. His co-host Charlotte will be there, or Queen Charlotte as she's calling herself now, rightly so. So yeah, join Daniel for that, and join us here next week as well. As I said, I will have that video on Doctor Who later on, and I will try get the Suicide Squad me reaction to the trailer up. I haven't seen any spoilers or anybody's comments, and I want to really judge this movie, this trailer by myself without any influence. So I haven't listened to anybody's reaction to it because I want my reaction to be the first time that I actually watched the thing. So yeah, so check that out as well. Right, listen, we're gonna leave. We're gonna say good night. Want to thank you again, as I said, all my guests, Daniel and Charlotte, for coming on short notice. I want to thank you guys in the chat, as always, for joining us every Sunday and Saturday for the watch-alongs. Really do appreciate it. And for sticking around and supporting the channel. And yeah, look out for those rumors later. It's going to be very interesting to see when I read it. To see what's there, because you know it's always intriguing when you get new snippets of information. So look out for that. Right, good night, folks. Here we are. We're going to leave you with Lee's trailer. Lee is obviously either out cold or either out cold or busy. So he's probably out cold because he'd make an appearance at some stage and he didn't. So. So wakey, Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, he'll kill me for that one. Right, listen, we'll talk to you later. And Lee, get up out of bed, man. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. Oh yeah, only mess. You get your sleep, pal. You deserve it. Right, but we will talk to you again on Wednesday, and we'll be on both channels. But as I said, later on I will have those videos. So there is a couple of more videos coming for you later on, guys. So listen, enjoy your week, stay safe, look after yourselves, and Daniel, have a great week with the channel and have a great week overall. And I will see you in the chats, and I more than likely will see you on Friday for the Stratagem talks, because I'm pretty sure after these rumors and whatever else comes during the week, you'll want to have your say. And by the way, I want to thank everybody that took part on the Stratagem talks. It seemed to go down very well with people. We do talk the Reddit rumors, by the way. So there's separate streams on the Reddit rumors, separate videos where I show the Reddit rumors. Then we do follow-up streams. But on the Stratagem talks, we brought Marty on, and then we brought Daniel on and a couple of other guests on, one by one, and then we finished off with a little panel at the end. It seemed to do well. If you haven't watched it, please do, because it was a good stream. Scottish Davros was there, obviously, giving his opinions. And we'll be back on Friday for the Stratagem talks. It's one of the most popular streams that I actually do. And I have to say, I love it. I love hearing what you guys have to say each week. And as I said, these next couple of weeks, I think, it's going to get this fandom talking. So join us. Don't forget to watch the old one. We're back every Friday for the Stratagem talks as well. Classic and New Who on Saturday and Sunday. And we do other stuff during the week as well. Right, Daniel. Good night, pal. Say good night to everybody.
And good night, chat, and thanks for having me on. And I'll see everybody in the chat. And who's if you fancy my
I'll pop in. As I said, I will pop in because I will be definitely taking a break Monday and Tuesday, because I haven't spent much time with Cheryl at all, because obviously she hasn't been well. But I've been streaming as well. So yeah, I'll be definitely. So I'll pop in on Tuesday. Send me the. Sure, I'll see you. I'll be on YouTube anyway. Notification. See, it's grand. You get your notifications, but people don't seem to get mine because YouTube, you know what they're like. Right. Good night, folks. Thanks, moderators. Thanks, everybody in the chat. You are legends. We will see you again next week. Have a good one. I'll leave you here with Leah's great new Who trailer. Fantastic work. Go out and check his channel out as well. Buy his song. Goes to a good charity as well. I just wanted to throw that in there as well. Good night, folks. Exactly. Wise words from Peter Capaldi. Now the channel trailer. Good night. This is it. We're going to end broadcast after this. So good night, folks. We will see you again next week, and everybody take care. And remember, as I said during their serious conversations, remember, if anybody needs to talk to me on there, you're not alone. Remember that. Chin up, folks. Chin up. And remember, as I said, there are people out there willing to listen to you. So look after yourselves. Take care. Good night, folks. Good night.